Hello! Look who's here! It's the girlfriend, which means we're doing another Pokemon drawing video.
Because all of the videos that I'm in are Robert's most viewed videos, right? So he thought, let me tank my viewership even more and introduce my girlfriend again.
So, what Pokemon are we drawing today?
Okay, so today is a Pokemon that I picked mostly because it is fun to describe and I hope it will come out a bit weird. And that's not that I ever played with it because it's one of the newer generation Pokemon and I am more of the old school generations. But it is called Emboar. Can I look? Yeah, I can look at this, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I just put M and Boar together.
Like ember, you know the word ember?
Like M and
yeah,
then
and
Boar.
then boar, like the pig.
Yeah.
That's not how you write the pig, boar.
Then an E at the end. Is that better?
20 minutes later.
Boar.
Just write M. Let's take a new paper.
Later that same evening.
Okay. Emboar.
Wow, you wrote it right! I guess now the description starts. It is kind of like a fiery hog, like a pig. And it is a little bit like a sumo wrestler, I guess, in shape. So it has this like really broad midriff.
But is it standing on its two hind legs?
Yes, it's quite humanoid, yes.
Okay.
And it even has a little bit of like a very broad belt, like a sumo wrestlers have these belts.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm also subtly flashing my earrings. His legs are kind of like a wide stance, but obviously because it's an animal, his legs are very short and stubby compared to a human's legs. So like a caricaturized sumo wrestler pretty much.
Yeah.
And he has like his arms slightly out and forward and bald, like ready to fight kind of pose.
Can I just draw him like this? Like
we're not doing that. You tried that last time, you little cheater. I'm not
Why
sure.
is it cheating?
Because then you're not drawing it from the description.
Okay. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So his arms are like he's about and his he has kind of fists. His hands are balled into fists. And then for the head, he has kind of like no neck. So just imagine the shoulders going upwards towards like a rounded
Yeah, I guess so.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, if you remove the arms and legs, it looks like a blunted triangle, like with really round top and sides.
Blunted triangle. Okay.
Like upside down. Correct side up triangle.
Yeah.
Like wider on the bottom.
But the head is still roundish.
Yeah. So the head is kind of the point of the triangle, the top point, but it doesn't stick. It doesn't have a neck.
Yeah.
So it just blends kind of from shoulders into head in one line.
Ah, okay.
Like
So it's not like a round on top of the triangle.
No, just imagine a triangle, and instead of a really sharp points,
Yeah.
you just completely round it down, and the rounded part is the head.
Okay.
Like a very blunt triangle.
Yeah.
Do you know candy corn? It reminds me a bit of candy corn. The candy corn.
I might have something.
I really hope it's completely messed up because
it is.
the previous two ones that we did were very accurate, and I was kind of secretly hoping that it would be completely botched.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it also has a tail which sticks out the side a little bit, and it's kind of like
It has a fluff on the end, I imagine.
like a spiky, quite a big spiky fluff, but not a ball of spikes, just the anime hair spike, you know?
Yeah, I hope so.
You want to start with the head, arm, or legs?
Let's start with the head.
Okay, imagine a person, a fashionista, wearing like an outfit with this very big high collar that sticks out.
What is a fashionista?
Somebody who wears fashion. Oh, we can. Oh, you can look at me. I just can't look at you.
Well, you can look at me, just don't look down.
Let me slide down.
Hey.
Just imagine like a very big collar.
Okay.
On the shoulders, and they're joined under the chin pretty much.
They join under the chin, yeah?
Yeah, just imagine like a polo shirt, you know?
Oh no, I was drawing like a Dracula.
No, but it's like that. But the polo shirt I just meant because it's joined in. You can't look at me. I can't do it with my fingers. It's joined under the chin. Yeah,
okay.
And then from it sticks up, and it sticks out quite a little bit, not too much, but a bit above the head, and they're actually flames.
Oh, the color is flames.
Yes, it's flames, so it obviously has like all these like flowy edges and stuff. Then the head, it has a very wide grin, which is just a line basically, but very wide.
A grin, you said.
a line, yeah.
Yeah, so the it's smiling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it has 2 tusks all the way at the outer edges, sticking upwards from its grin. You know, like boar have tusks.
Yeah, it comes out of the mouth.
And it goes upwards. And about the height of the tusks are just a bit over the eyes. So you can see how squished its face is.
Yeah.
And then its nose is again a triangle but very, very rounded triangle.
Like a turned upside down triangle.
It's like a piggy nose. And then, ooh, this is hard. When you look at these designs, you're like, that's a fairly simple design. And then you try to describe it, and it is very difficult. Its eyebrows kind of start from the nose and then go all the way up, and they're almost as high as the collar, so they stick out over his head, and they're almost like wing-shaped.
Yeah, okay.
I have an idea. You know, a lot of these angels and stuff have shoes with wings on them, like Hermes, I think.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit like the shape of the wing on the back of the shoe.
Yeah.
So it has like this kind of squiggly going up.
Yeah.
So they start from the nose, they're fairly thin, and then they squiggle upwards and they get wider and they end in a tip again.
Yeah.
And then those eyebrows are kind of also touching its eyes. So if you have this somewhat diagonal line of the eyebrow on the bottom, you just draw a circle, half circle underneath. So it has like a kind of like a. I can't show you my face.
Yeah.
Like this. No.
Okay.
Are you confident?
I do something.
Is it looking ferocious?
It's smiling.
But because this is important for the ferocity, the eyes and the eyebrows are like it's kind of badass looking, not like derpy, but like, hey, I'm gonna beat you up, kind of.
I hope so.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on from the head then.
Okay, let's go to the arms. Let's say humans, the upper arm, like up from the shoulder to the elbow, is usually a little bit longer than the lower arm, right?
They usually should be the same.
Okay, somewhat
doesn't
similar.
matter. Okay,
and the upper arm is thicker than the lower arm, but this is like a caricature fighter, so actually his upper arm is a little bit shorter and skinnier, and then it gets quite wide from the elbow down, and the elbow down is just a little bit longer than the top as well, so it's like this fighter move, you know?
Yeah, a little bit like Popeye almost.
Yeah, a little bit. Not quite so like skinny at the top, but somewhat similar.
Okay.
And then its hands ball into a fist, but actually it doesn't have like separate hands. It's just the arm has, the thick lower arm has 3 claws.
Yeah.
That are very thick. Yeah. And they make a fist, so they're slightly curved inward.
Yeah. And now a word from our sponsor.
This dead fly, because it's a good excuse to show off my cute nails.
And now, back to our regularly scheduled program.
So, I just described the claws. Did you finish?
Yes.
Okay. Then imagine where its wrist would be.
Yeah.
There it just has like a line, a colored line, a thin line. Okay. Almost like a bracelet.
Yeah.
Just of color.
So not thick, just a line.
It's just the color change.
Okay.
And also, kind of halfway down the upper arm is also like a color line.
Halfway down, yeah? Like where a t-shirt would be.
Yeah.
Almost t-shirt line, yeah?
Exactly. And last thing about the arm is that at the top of the lower arm, just before the elbow, it has these kind of like soft spikes sticking out towards the top, like towards the back of his arm.
Okay.
I don't know what they are supposed to do.
How many spikes?
There's 2 visible on the picture on one side and 1 visible on the other side. Maybe they go around. Okay. I think 2.
I drew 2 spikes.
But they're not super spiky. They're almost a little bit like feather shapes. You know how they're like they get slightly thicker and then thinner again at the tip.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just 2 growths. Maybe Emboar has some sort of illness and he just grows stuff from his skin.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go to his midline, because I said, actually just from below his armpits pretty much, is where the top of that belt thingy is.
Babe, I literally drew him like a triangle, so we're gonna have a triangle, just so you know.
Yeah. So about just about a third, I guess, from the top, if you go down a third, that's where his armpits end. And we have a line there. And then, similar to the bottom, it ends, this kind of belt thing. I hope you're drawing a very rounded triangle, though. Not a...
It is rounded.
Okay, that's fine. So, and then the belt has kind of a swirl Oh wow, I did not realize how difficult this would be to describe. It's kind of like the infinity sign. Draw the infinity sign on the side of it or something, because I'm going to talk you through it.
Okay, so infinity sign.
Okay. And then in the infinity sign, it's almost like there's two circles that are connected through, like two circles side by side, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
So
tippy and the tips touch together of the circles.
yeah. So imagine that you start in the middle of one of those circles in the infinity sign, and then if you start in the left one, you draw a circle a little bit towards the right and down, then up, then around with the infinity.
5 minutes later.
It's like an S, but on its side and a bit more rounded.
Yeah, and almost the things come closer to the center part.
Yes.
Yeah.
So draw a very ornate kind of S on its side with a thick line. And this shape is also just slightly, so it goes all around his belt, and it's just slightly visible on both sides. Then, out of this belt kind of thing, there's also these feather-like spikes, rounded feather-like spikes near his armpits, one on each side.
Pointing upwards towards his armpit.
Kind of.
So almost like if he has tucked feathers in there.
Yes. Okay, moving on to the legs. So they're kind of, very short. You can't really see a joint. And the foot is just two claws. Like thick, bigger, longer claws. That's pretty much the foot. And then a little bit of a heel. And then it joins to the triangle, pretty much. The legs, there's this kind of color band again, just like on his arms. But this one goes,
Finger.
In the middle at the top, you start fairly high, pretty much just below the belt, basically. And then you draw a triangle-ish towards the foot. But then you don't go all the way to the foot. Around halfway down the leg, you go a little bit up again and down again. So it has like big triangle and then two triangles next to it. Line. Like a mountain range, the simplest.
So this is the shape of its leg?
No, this is just the color line. It has a color changing line, so halfway down the leg, there's like changes color pretty much.
Yes.
And that line looks like a stylized mountain range. So you have like a short mountain and a bigger mountain in the middle, and then another short mountain, and it wraps around. You only see the big mountain and halves of the small mountains on the sides. And that was it. And then I just can tell you the colors.
Yes.
We have a very dark gray, almost black, and this is his eyebrows. The arm where the colored line starts, like below it, it's almost like a glove. On both sides.
Yeah.
All the way, but also to his claws. So his hands are also pretty much black.
And the wrist ring color is that?
Yeah, the wrist ring color is red, and the upper arm ring color is yellow.
Well, the upper arm is a ring all to his shoulder, right? All the thing is not
just below his shoulder.
Yeah.
But imagine just a bracelet halfway your upper arm. Halfway up your upper arm.
So your shoulders are not part of it?
No. It's just below the shoulder because his upper arms are quite short. There's just a thin line of yellow there, just like there's a thin line of red around his wrist. The claws and the tusks on his hands and face and feet are the silvery gray. His collar, it's literally flames, and it's kind of a gradient that goes from yellow to red to orange at the tips. The same red that you used for his armband and for the middle color of the flame pretty much is also the color that's underneath his belt and above that kind of mountainy line. The line of the mountainy leggy bit is yellow as well. Underneath the line all the way down to his claws, the dark gray again. Then the thick S shape, which is similar to an infinity, is also yellow. Oh, did I say that the belt itself is dark gray? Head and shoulders are kind of like an orangey brown. And then his nose, that should be the last thing, is like this brownish red. So darker than his skin. Oh, his tail is also, and it's also black or dark gray. I'm so excited about the outcome. That's it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
dismissed.
Yeah, I'm gonna work this out and you can chill in the meantime.
And by chill, he means I have to start cooking dinner because it's dinner time here.
And I am done. So show me what I was supposed to draw. Oh boy.
Well, I don't trust your reactions anymore.
No.
Every time you say, "Oh boy."
Okay. I literally drew a triangle.
Okay.
I literally drew a triangle.
But this is very like a triangle shape.
Yeah, it is candy corn. I should have stuck more to that.
And I said like super round.
Okay.
Well, last time you also said, "Oh my god, I already have the stickers."
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
It's amazing. Look at this. It's so fat.
Yeah. Yeah, and the color is also different. Yeah.
I mean, it's extremely fat, but I love it. But other than that, the legs are really quite good, right? Why does it look so funny
What?
in the face? I don't know.
What looks funny in the face?
Well, its face looks funny.
Because it's a stupid triangle face.
I think the eyes, because they're fully black, maybe?
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah, because there's brown in the eyes. Yeah.
I'm looking at it from an angle that looks a bit less fat. Like here, if you look at it here, it looks a bit... It's a very fat version of it.
It's uncanny how similar they look, isn't it?
Show me your other sketches.
Oh yeah. So like this I like more like just body. Like I started out with that.
Yeah.
And I started making it more triangular. And then this was triangle, and then I just like, okay, let's just go full triangle.
But this is also a triangle, just not as wide a triangle.
Yeah. Always like, I feel like, why am I making YouTube videos? These drawings are so ugly. I just feel ashamed every time I make these videos. Well, on that disappointment, we've come to the...
On that admission of low self-esteem.
Alright, thank you very much for joining in. I hope you liked it. At least somebody had a lot of fun. And I sort of had fun until I saw the end result. But yeah, if you liked it, leave a comment, hit that like button. But yeah, as always, the most important thing is that you folks have a great time and see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.